Alright, now we come to the most important part of the poem, and this deals with the theme. As I told you earlier, now when we talk about bird swinging, it is not just going to be an activity or a sport. It has a metaphorical meaning with life, and any answer to this poem will be incomplete without bringing this theme into consideration. And you can have just a 8-mark question based on this particular idea itself. Now the poet says, or the speaker says, "So was I once a swinger of the birches, and so I dream of going back to be." Now from here till the end of the poem is just one idea. Now the poet confesses that he also has been a bird swinger once, and though he is now grown up, he is an adult, but he wishes to go back to those days of bird swinging. When he was a bird swinger, he wishes to revert to go back to those bird swinging days again, though he is an adult now and doesn't engage in that activity any longer because of his preoccupations with life. But at times he wishes that he goes back to his childhood days when he was a bird swinger. It's when I am weary of consideration. And it is not that he always wants to be in his childhood swinging the birch tree. He says it is when. It is only then, or it is only when he is weary of the considerations of life that he wishes to go back to his childhood days of bird swinging, which has a metaphorical meaning here. He says weary is tired of considerations, means those thoughts about worldly troubles. So now when he is preoccupied with those worldly troubles, he is tired of them. It is then that he thinks of those days of bird swinging in his childhood. And life is too much like a pathless wood, where your face burns and tickles with cobwebs broken across it, and one eye is weeping with a twig having lashed across it open. Now children, these words are symbolic. Pathless wood, cobweb, eye weeping because of the twig that has lashed. Now all these are symbolic of the difficulties, the turmoils, the tensions, the worries in life. Alright? Now what is pathless wood? A wood is a forest, a little forest. Pathless is, now if say you walk on a road, there are streets, turns. So you walk 2 kilometers straight, then you take a left turn, then you take a U-turn, then you go this way, that way. So it's all chalked out, marked out. But pathless wood is, you do not know which way to go, where to go. So when the life is like this pathless wood, where you are directionless, you don't know how to proceed in your life, what to do next. You are absolutely boggled with the considerations of life. And these cobwebs are what? When your life is full of those tensions, where the path is ambiguous, unclear, you do not know what to do in life. And the eye is weeping because a twig has lashed through it. So, all this weeping eye, cobweb, pathless wood, these are all symbols of the turmoils, the tensions, the worries that affect a man in life. And he says when these tensions, these turmoils in life become overwhelming, he wants to have a break. He wishes to go back to his childhood days of bird swinging. I'd like to get away from earth a while and then come back to it and begin over. Now children, here he says that it is then that he wants to go away from life for a little while. Now children, please understand one thing, that this poem is not about escapism. Escapism is escaping from your worldly duties. It is not that when the in life your troubles, tensions, turmoils become too much, you just want to escape from all this and hide somewhere. This poem is not about escapism. It is keeping your mental balance. Sometimes when your tension, turmoils become too much, you want to take a little break from it. But that doesn't mean you're permanently escaping from your duties and responsibilities. After taking a little break, you regain your mental balance, you regain your composure, and then you come back to your worldly duties with renewed vigor to complete your worldly duties. So that is exactly what he is saying, that when the pressure of life becomes overwhelming, he wants to go back to those bird swinging days. And then he very clearly says, may no fate willfully misunderstand me and half grant what I wish and snatch me away. Now he makes it very clear that the bird swinging is a two-way process. You climb up, but you don't stay there forever. The second part is coming back to ground. So it's a complete circle that you take. It's not just one way. You just don't climb the tree and stay there forever. After staying there for some time, you come back to earth, right? So here he says that the fate should not misunderstand his wish of escaping and going to heaven. That is dying, getting rid of these tensions. He doesn't want this wish to be half granted. Now what is the full wish? Going, climbing the tree, and the second part is coming back to earth. So this wish half granted will be what? He just goes up the tree and doesn't come back again. Now since the top of the tree is towards heaven, it means the wish half granted is you're fed up of life and you die, go back to heaven. He doesn't want that to happen. He doesn't want his wish to be half granted. He wants that he should go back, he should climb the birch tree, stay there for a while and come back on earth. Earth is the right place for love. I don't know where it's likely to go better. Now he says that why does he want to return to earth? Because he says he doesn't know of any other place which is better than earth. Earth is the best place to love. I'd like to go by climbing a birch tree and climb black branches up the snow-white trunk towards heaven. Now he says he would like to engage in this bird swinging activity. He would like to climb up this snow-covered white trunk of the tree towards heaven. And he says, till the tree could bear no more. Now he would climb to the tree towards heaven, but to which position? He could not stay there at this position forever. Now there will be a point, like we talked about that precision of filling the cup and a little over the brim. So when he climbs up, there will be a point beyond which the tree will not be able to take his weight. And that will be the point when slowly, as a normal phenomenon, the tree will start to bend under his weight. Alright? And slowly bring him back to the earth. So he says that he wishes to climb the snow-white trunk of this tree towards heaven till the tree could bear no more. What could tree not bear anymore? Could not bear his weight anymore. And when the tree will not be able to bear his weight anymore, what will happen? It will begin to dip its top. Dip its top means it will begin to start dipping its top, bending over. And set me down again. And what will this result in? It will result in the tree dipping its top and bringing him back to the earth. That would be good, both going and coming back. He says, and it would be a great process of climbing the tree and coming back to earth. Again, I told you, it is not about escapism. It is about relaxing for a while, taking a little break from your daily turmoils and tensions, and then coming back with renewed vigor to fulfill your earthly duties. And he says one could do worse than be a swinger of birches. Now he says that there could be nothing better than being a swinger of birches. Now this finishes the poem, children, and after this I'll try to draw a little diagram and show you the relevance of this. What is this metaphorical meaning of climbing up the birch and coming back to the ground?